In the ancient city of Thyatira, there was a temple dedicated to the deity Sambathe, in which an officiating prophetess gave oracles. Could this be the link to Jezebel, of which Jesus spoke of in describing the church of Thyatira? You can understand the message to Thyatira in Revelation in this 5-minute video Bible study. The message to Thyatira is the only one of the 7 churches that contains a recognition of improvement. All the other churches seem to go from bad to worse, but not this one. Why? Revelation chapter 2 verse 19 says, "I know your works, love, service, faith, and your patience. And as for your works, the last are more than the first." Let's bring the prophetic context into view. The prophetic time period this church covers could be said to begin in the year 538 AD, when the last opposing force to the papal reign came to an end. It could be said the termination date of this time period is marked by the nailing of the 95 theses to the church door in Wittenberg by Martin Luther. This occurred in the year 1517. The nailing of the 95 Theses by Martin Luther marked the beginning of the Protestant Reformation, even though others began to pave the way before him. Through the Protestant Reformation, the truth lost during the Dark Ages were beginning to come to light. In Revelation chapter 2 verse 20, Jesus likens the deeds of the church of Thyatira to the deeds of Jezebel. Jesus says that they allowed Jezebel, who called herself a prophetess, to teach and seduce my servants to commit sexual immorality and eat things sacrificed to idols. Jezebel was married to the 7th king of Israel, Ahab. During her reign, she was responsible for the merciless slaughter of God's people and the ungodly practices plaguing God's church at that time. Just as Jezebel was guilty of combining paganistic worship with the worship of the one true God, so was the church during the time of compromise, beginning with Constantine and being officially accepted into the church during the papal reign. Verse 21 of Revelation 2 says that she was given time to repent and did not. In other words, she was in open rebellion. Verse 22 continues saying, "Indeed, I will cast her into a sickbed, and those who commit adultery with her into great tribulation unless they repent of their deeds." Elijah prophesied that because Jezebel would not repent, she would suffer a humiliating and painful death. This prophecy was fulfilled in 2 Kings verses 30 through 37. Because of the unrepentant atrocities the church is guilty of, Jesus prophesies here and in Revelation 17 verses 16 to 18 that the worldwide apostate religion will be crushed before the return of Jesus. Jesus is calling you out of false worship and into a loving relationship with Him. I like the promise of verse 23 where Jesus says, "I am He who searches the minds and hearts, and I will give to each one of you according to your works." Jesus has no choice but to administer justice and punish the wicked for evil works and reward the righteous for right doing. To those who have not followed the doctrine of Jezebel, paganistic worship, and have not known the depths of Satan, Jesus says, "I will put on you no other burden." Jesus promises that those who overcome and keep my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. This seems to be a reference not to world dominance and rule, but to the prophecy of Revelation chapter 20 verse 4, where God's people are on thrones and judgment is committed to them. Not that they will decide who is lost and who is not. Jesus will have already done that by that point. They will get to see why Jesus has judged the way he did, and every question will be satisfied for the righteous. Then they will receive the promise of Revelation chapter 2 verse 28. They will receive the morning star. They will be in the literal presence of Jesus Christ himself. Please share what you're learning on social media. Visit and like us on Facebook. Visit and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit and subscribe to the website at brandonseniorseminars.com for much more free downloadable study material. Thank you, and God bless.